Rolling Rooster Review crew, give them a hug if you feel like hugging somebody. This song is called The Tower Song. And it's about a dream I had a couple years ago where I saw Jesus in my dream. And I'll tell you all about it. Won't you take me to the tower? I want to see the sunrise. You don't gotta stay with me, girl. I want to be by myself tonight. I got an invitation from a man named Jesus. He said go to the tower, boy, and that's where I'm gonna meet you. So when I got to the tower, I climbed all the stairs. 62,073 if I remember it well. And to the top I go, like everyone I know. But when I opened my eyes, well, all I could see was the sunrise. Yes, all I could see was the sunrise. I took a train to the desert, had to find me an old friend. I never knew he was a doctor, I never knew he was a cold man, but he told me all about Jesus and how he used to be a prisoner until he got his invitation to go up to the tower. And when he got to the tower, he let down all of his hair, from his head all the way to his toes, if I remember it well. But I don't remember what he had to say, and I don't give a damn either way. Cause when he opened his eyes, just like me, all he could see was the sunrise. Yes, all he could see was the sunrise. So I woke up in the desert, in the dream desert, not the real desert. And being as confused as I could imagine, as you can imagine, I just started walking. Instincts kick in and you just start going. And there was nothing around, nobody, no animals, just miles and miles of untapped, beautiful, sandy, stormy desert. So I get to walk in what seems to be a small eternity, and you know there's no time in dreams. You can dream, you can sleep for 30 minutes and then dream for a whole life, you know what I mean? So I get to walk in, and after I think that it's never going to end, I come across a set of footprints, and so I follow them. The only footprints, the only sign of life that I'd seen in however many days. And I followed them for a few, 100,000 miles or however long I was walking, and I come across the last sand dune, the last structure of obstruction between me and the end of my dream. And in the distance I see a beautiful oasis with bright blue water surrounded by maybe 15 or 20 palm trees. Various species of birds that were almost spit out by Noah's Ark, just circling around. And a man in a white robe and long hair and leather sandals. And before I could even think about what to say, I said, "Jesus? Is that you? Well, what are you doing in my dream, man? It's been a while." So I run down the hill and I give him a good old high five and a hug, and one of those good hugs where you put the side of your face up to a man's chest, like that, like the way that I hugged Bjorn. said, hey man, your dad's pretty awesome. I'm pretty sure that he, she, it is responsible for creating all of this. Maybe he's not. Maybe we're just a big bloop and a big bang and a scientific experiment by some, anyways. And I asked him about his mother and how the miracle of Immaculate Conception really went down, because I had some questions about all that. And he just kind of told me to pick it up later. And he looked at me and he said, all I gotta tell you is one thing, Rayland. When you get the light, take the light. But when you're done with it, make sure you give it back, okay? When you get the light, take the light. But when you're done with it, give it back. And I've made up a whole bunch of scenarios in my life to where that relates perfectly. That's the dream. Now you have it. And you can either take it or leave it. I told you about it. I did my job. And he asked me if I was thirsty, and I said, yeah, I'm real thirsty, Jesus. And he reaches into this stone cooler and pulls out an ice cold Stella Artois. And he caps it, and I chug it. And I asked him if he was thirsty, and he said, yes, Rayland, I'm thirsty. And I reach into the same stone cooler, and I pull him out a nice hard apple cider. And he sips his like a gentleman. What I expected. And then he looks at me and he says, sayonara, sucker, and turns into a lizard and scoots off into the sand. I want to fly in the Holy Land, and I want to love like Jesus. I think I want to be a better man. I think I'm gonna be a better man. But no matter how the whistle blows, I only know one way to go. Well, I'm going to the tower so I can see the sunrise. Yes, I'm going to the tower so I can watch the sunrise. Yes, I'm going to the tower so I can see me the sunrise. Yes, I would, so I can see me the sunrise. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Okay, thank you so much. Basco Believes is coming up next. I got one more quick song for you, and then Judah in the Line, and then Justin Towns Earl, and then Temperance Movement. We got a lot of music ahead. I'm gonna go find the merch table after this, and I'll be up there if you want to come say hello. And make sure you get a good spot for the other bands.